Hi friends, hello, I'm Lindsay Wheeler and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my first ever beauty tutorial. Oh, bear with me, I'm a novice for sure, but I get asked a lot about my products that I use, that quick everyday face, what I would recommend, so I thought this would be a really great place to start. I think the key to a really quick and easy makeup look that looks great is priming your face, so having a good foundation. I am no makeup expert, friends, but I have had the privilege of having my makeup done by some incredible makeup artists over the years when I was a TV reporter and during some incredible photo shoots with my current business. So if I can give you one tip that I think a lot of people are not doing is priming your face. I love this Imani primer. It is really inexpensive. I think it works great. It's vegan, but I just put 2 pumps on and then prime your face. Think about this like a primer when painting a house, right? You need that base coat so that everything goes on nice and smooth. So you need just a little bit. And then I give it just a second to dry because again, like priming a house, I think you want that base coat to be nice and dry before you start with anything else. So let's talk about foundations. I am almost 40. Yep, you heard that right. I'm 39. So I think my makeup has definitely evolved over the years as I've gotten older. Taking care of my skin has become a much bigger priority than it was in my 20s. I wish I could go back and tell my 20-year-old self to wear more sunscreen and wear hats and take better care of my skin, but I can't. So all I can do is take the best care of it I can right now. So that means for sure moisturizing. So all I had on my face was moisturizer, put on the primer, and then I really like a product that has some kind of sunscreen. It's one less step that I have to put on. And so I really love this IT Cosmetics. They have a great CC cream. I have all of them. This has some illumination in it. This is more full coverage. And then this is a matte. I like them all. It just depends on what you're looking for. And I'll link all these products below so that you can check them out. I have a mix of a little bit more expensive with lots of drugstore. I think there's something in every budget. You just have to look for those products that work best for you. These are things that work best for me and they are all really budget friendly. The few things that are a little bit more expensive, they last you a long time. So I think you're gonna get a lot of bang for your buck for sure. But I'm gonna use this IT Cosmetics foundation. So this is the oil-free full coverage. It's really easy to use. I just use a couple pumps. I like the brush that comes with it. This lasts a really long time. So I think the key with this too is less is more for sure. So I just use 2 pumps. I put it, oops, I'm gonna use a clip. Goodness knows, we need all the help we can get to not get this in my hair. But I just put a little bit on. And I love using the brush, and I think the key is for me is to really like press it into your skin, but I put a little bit all over. But again, that goes a long way. If you feel like you've tried this product before and you weren't so sure about it, I felt the same way until I listened to some other tutorials and got some great advice, and they said to use less and to really blend it in. So I have a pretty even skin tone, but it's kind of rosy, and so I love that this just evens everything out. The next step for me is a really good concealer. As I've gotten older, I have noticed that my skin, I have darker circles under my eyes, and those sections under my eyes really show those fine lines if the makeup sits and really cakes in it. So this is my very favorite. So Tarte Shape Tape, you hear about it all the time. This is the shade Light. Oh, I like shade Light Medium in the IT Cosmetics. You can find it at Sephora, at Ulta, online. QVC even has a great deal sometimes, but that's what I use. So I put this under my eyes. Again, I'm using just like one application of it. And this always looks so funny, but I let it sit for just a little bit. So I let it almost kind of start to get tacky while I am doing my eyebrows. I don't really know how to do eyebrows. There are some people that are real fancy with it, but I love this Benefit Ka-Brow. It comes in a little pot, comes with its own brush, but I love it just to sort of fill in where my eyebrows have gotten a little bit thinner as I've gotten older, so just to define them a little bit. So while that concealer is sitting on, I just use this product to fill in and define, really quick and easy, go over my brows. And this is something, again, that you can find at Sephora or Ulta, and it will last you a really, really long time. So I think it's worth the bang for your buck. Next, I think you can use your finger, or you can use one of these brushes. I like this small brush. This is just an Amazon brush. But after this has sat for a little bit, I think it gives it more of an opportunity to cover what you want to cover. I always kind of want to brighten in that T-zone and underneath my eyes. Make it look like you got some more sleep, right? We all need that for sure. So I use any extra that's just on the brush to sort of come down around my mouth, around my nose, but just tapping so that it's all nice and blended. And again, you don't need very much product. I think that's the key of not having too much so that it settles into those lines. I think you'll see a lot of younger people sharing how to do makeup, and they use all kinds of powders, and they bake and they tap in all the powder and let it sit. What I've noticed as I've gotten older is I think you want to use less powder, because that really shows those fine lines and wrinkles. If I use a powder, I don't normally use powder. What I want is just a nice, youthful looking, glowy, light makeup look is what I'm going for every day. If I do feel like I need a little bit of some powder, this is my favorite. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish. This is in shade 1, and I love this one. I just take a little bit on a brush and just tap it in if I feel like I need just a little bit, but most days I don't use any, because again, I think this really settles into fine lines and wrinkles. Any kind of powder, if you feel like you need a little bit just to mattify, I would say this is my very favorite, and I use it just really sparingly. But if you don't need it, I would say don't use it, because I think that that glowy skin is what is the prettiest. Next up, some bronzer. I'm super pale. We live somewhere where there's not a lot of sunshine right now, and so a little bit of bronzer really brightens up your face. I love, this is a great drugstore find, the Butter Bronzer. This is in, what is the shade? 667. I don't know if that makes any sense. And then this is the Natural Glow. This is the blush. I use it as well. Really inexpensive, works great. Bronzer, I always bring bronzer up over the top, over my forehead. You just want to look kind of lit from within, and then down my neck a little bit. Just brightens everything up. I'm not a big contour person. That's too fancy for me. So just underneath your cheekbones. I always do it around my jawline, and then sort of down my neck and up across the top of my head in my hairline. And then just a little bit of blush just to kind of brighten everything up. Again, this is the same drugstore, super simple. I just tap it on my cheekbones just for a little pink. So simple and so easy. Okay, to finish up the brows, I love this NYX brow gel. So this is in brunette, I think, but I love just a little bit. And I love that this has just a little bit of color in it. Some brow gels almost kind of make your eyebrows look waxy. It's like a white finish, and I don't like that. So I like that this has a little bit of tint, just kind of swooping them up a little bit. I like that. That finished look makes my eyes look awake and open, I think. Okay, now for some eyeshadow. I love a good palette. I travel a lot, and so having a bunch of stuff together is really helpful for me. I really love this palette. It has good neutrals. This is from Morphe. You can get this at Ulta. Again, I'll link all these things. This is the Artistry palette, but I love this because it has all those great, easy, everyday neutrals, but it also has a little bit of sparkle. It has a dark black and a dark brown that you can use as eyeliners, and even has a pop of blue if you wanted to shake it up and try something fun. For me, if I'm having a rough day, it always means some extra sparkle or some extra glam on my eyelids. Always makes me feel better. So I love that this is all mixed into that palette. You can tell that the one in this palette is my very favorite because I put some concealer and kind of carry that foundation over my eyes. It's a good backdrop for eyeshadow, but I love this the one. It's just a really good neutral, and I just kind of that windshield wiper motion, that back and forth, sweeping across my eyelid. And you don't need a ton. It's super simple. And on a lot of days, that's all that I do. You could even take the bronzer and use that if you're wanting to cut one more product out. I use that sometimes just in the crease. It is quick and easy. If I want to go from there and add some more, I will take some of that shimmer and put it on the eyelid or some darker in the corner to sort of smoke it out. But this is just quick, every day, a little in the crease, quick and easy, could not be simpler. I love this Imani highlighter. So if you're not used to using highlighter a lot, again, as I've gotten older, I want to look awake, I want to look alive, and this is really, really helpful. So the lighter color is what I use. You can use your finger, but I love to use just a little bit of this and put it on the inner corner of my eye, and you can carry it under. Just to sort of brighten everything up. You can put it up here on your brow bone as well. A little on the end of my nose, just sort of brightens everything up. A little bit on your Cupid's bow. And then you can take some across the top of your cheeks as well and up. I don't use a ton of sparkle on my face, again, as I've gotten older, but I think just a little bit brightens everything up, which right now, without a lot of sunshine, we all need that for sure. Okay, now for the lips. I love this. I love a good kind of pinky neutral. So this is the NYX lip pencil in SPL 810. I'll put all this down below, obviously, but I love a good kind of pinky neutral. Makes it really easy. I think it works on almost everyone. I just outline my lips and I overline them just a little bit. My lips are not very big, so I like to have just a little bit more volume. So just on the outside, and then my two very favorite, knocking stuff over. I mean, I'm just an amateur here, but my two favorite, I would say, pink nude lips are, this is Salt Life from Tarte. It's the same place, obviously, that Shape Tape, same company, but I love this great pinky nude. And then I also, if you're grabbing the Charlotte Tilbury powder, I also love this. It's called Pillow Talk. So they're both really great, just pinky neutrals that I think look great on everybody, great for every day. I love the formula of this for sure. So this is that Salt Life. That's such a great one. Here's a little tip that I learned from a makeup artist friend. If you want to sort of create that ombre look on your lips, or if you have a lipstick that is too dark, take just a little bit of concealer. Tap it in the center of your lips and you get that great, beautiful, voluminous ombre look that is so simple, right? Just a little bit of something that you already have. If I want to add just a touch of gloss, I really love these from Milani. That's the same place that the highlighter comes from. So if you're trying to grab those, Target has those as well. But I love, there's 3 or 4 of these that I really like. This is one that is a really pretty, again, it's that pinky rose. It's a plumping, but it doesn't feel too tingly. It doesn't burn, it doesn't dry my lips out, but I love this. There's a sparkly one, and then this is more of a matte, but I love both of these. This is Champagne and Soft Rose. Let's do some mascara. I'm all about eyelashes. I love eyelashes. These are my natural eyelashes. I just use a growth serum from Moxie. But before I do my mascara, I spray with the Urban Decay All Night Setting Spray. It just kind of sets everything in place. I love it, it's quick and easy. I do it before I do mascara so that your mascara doesn't run. And then this is the holy grail of mascaras. I'm telling you, if you buy one thing, this is what you should buy. It's 10 to 12 bucks. You can get it on Amazon, on Walmart.com, Target has it as well. But it's the Lash Warrior from Flower Brand Cosmetics, and I absolutely love it. My eyelashes are really long already, so I am just lazy and I don't use eyelash curler, but if you want to, you absolutely can. But look at the difference. This stuff is incredible. I have tried all of the mascara brands that are out there, expensive, high-end. I've spent tons of money, too much money, on makeup products that just didn't work, and I love this. It stays on, it doesn't flake, it's so pretty, and I think it works for everyone. So just a quick coat of mascara. If I have time, I'll put on another coat just to make it a little extra va-va-voom and voluminous. But friends, we did it. That took me longer than 5 minutes because I was talking, but as you can imagine, you can do this really quick and easy. It's just glowy, bronzy, lit from within. I feel like $1,000,000 ready to go tackle the day. I hope that it works for you too. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll put all of those links to the products below. Be sure to subscribe to my channel because this is just the first of many to come. We're breaking down all kinds of great tutorials, beauty, lifestyle, motivation, business, all the things, and we're so excited to have you part of our community. Wishing you a truly wonderful day.